Okay, guys. So this part, I'm working on this chassis out of my Gauntlet machine, and in this episode we're going to replace the hot, which is this. It's kind of like, it's like a diode in a way. You test it like a diode, and short it out. Plus, it also beeps. So, and we're going to replace the flyback because typically, when your flyback goes out, it takes out the hot too. But right now, I'm going to show you how to clean up rosin. So you see all that brown smut stuff? That's rosin core, or excuse me, flux. That I used to solder, and the guy that did this work on this chassis before me did a terrible job. Didn't clean up his work. So right now we are going to go through and clean it up. It's a very simple job, cleaning this stuff, so it's no big deal. You just bat it on there. Very lightly kind of brush it on. And as I'm doing this, I'm also looking for cold solder joints to fix up. I did find a few. Yeah, this guy could not solder, whoever worked on this board. Thomas! And once you dab some of that alcohol in there, you just dab your towel on there. You don't want to move it around because it gets caught on these bottom points. You can also pull up traces, especially if you're working on older stuff, things of that nature. Knock it off. It's typically no big deal that you leave your flux on. Go ahead and touch some points here. Here, these are my diodes. You see that signal? Basically, the electric energy will flow through here to here, just like the arrow, but I won't backtrack like so. So I'm gonna let my soldering gun heat up, then we will begin to solder it. I'm not gonna bother with showing you guys how to solder. I have other videos. Go ahead and check them out. It's just going to be a dry, fast video. I have my baby son here, so anyway. Okay, I got those points all touched up and everything. I'm going to go ahead and remove the legs of the hot. And what the hot is high output voltage. And basically, if that ain't working, your flyback ain't working. So I cut it, right? Because I was lazy, wanted to test it outside of the circuit, and I was sure enough that it was broken, so I didn't care. Let's get you guys in here. Look at this mess. That mess. Yeah, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. We're basically going to clean up all these holes. And, yeah. Not have fun with it. Pardon you. Now guys, also, when you're putting your hot on, you need to have your pad. It isolates it, because you don't want this stuff grounding out, because that would be terrible. And right now, I'm going to make a bend to the third leg to get it in. Now guys, another thing you can do is you can also use thermal paste alongside with this stuff, but honestly I don't have any of that stuff at hand right now. So I'm just going with the pad, which should be fine. So you go ahead and screw the hot on before you solder it, so it's nice and secure. Stay right here. You're pissing me off. Okay, you can see I got my legs in. Right. Now, that last one had them bent and touching these other components because the trace pad has lifted. So that is what I'm also going to do. Besides this third leg right here. I mean, I know it was working because the guy said it was, so I mean, I believe him, and honestly I can't go much off of the work, but I do know that this is what I have to do. So I'm going to go ahead and solder this third leg on. Sorry if you can't see this. I am not using rosin because there's enough rosin on here to resolder the whole entire fucking circuit board. But or else I normally would have. Okay, it's not my best work, but it has to do. Okay, so now I am going to screw on the high voltage unit. I think that's what it's called. This guy, the guy we cleaned up a little. Okay, so what I got here, there's the new flyback. Here is a section that's going to get soldered to. I'm going to use this. It's called a solder wick. Alright. I'm going to heat this up, and it's going to suck up all this solder, so I don't have to use this solder sucker. And I'll get back to you guys when it's done. Alright guys, sorry I didn't show you how to do all that. Like I said, I'm in a rush. So basically, here, all these, and then this one right here, those are for the hot. Here is the old hot right here. So you can kind of see how that works, right? Now, you got two leads coming off of it, and basically the two leads go to here, to the neck board. So that you got a small lead going to the board, then you got that thicker lead going to the yoke itself, and you just solder those in, you know, and whatnot. So basically, I'm going to get this chassis back in, and yeah, let's see how it goes. Yeah, check it out. Now we got a working Gauntlet Legends. Doesn't look too bad. Right next to the Donkey Kong. But yeah, pretty simple. I mean, you know, mediocre, whatever. Just that monitor looks really nice. Alright, yeah, thanks for watching the video. Hit that like button if you like. If you want to subscribe, go ahead and coin up that like button. Coin up that, what am I trying to say? Coin up that subscribe button, will ya? Alright. Deuces.